Let's see what's happening with the twin flame journey. I'm taking the galactic star tarot and to see what is going on for the twin flames. What is going on for the twin flames? Let's see, divine masculine, where is your mind? Where is your mind? Where are you thinking of? What is happening in that mind of yours? One card, please. I will just draw a card. Ah, the Ace of Discs. It's the diamond. Thinking about the diamond. New beginnings. Ace of Cups or Ace of Disc is for me always the everything will come your way. You know, it's not just one thing, it's everything. It's all the elements combined together, just like here in this beautiful diamond is being reached out to you, you know. They reach out to you. That's the thing what is happening at the moment. So yeah, beautiful. Ace of Discs. New beginnings, new start, new things are coming your way. Also unexpected things, things that you don't expect that will come your way. In the heart space, the Seven of Discs. Wow, the Seven of Discs. All your cups are filled, you know. You need to choose wisely. But all your cups, everything that you want in your life is there for the grasp. You know, you can grasp it, you can touch it, you can feel it, you know, and sometimes there are unexpected things in those cups. So make sure for yourself, um, it's a little bit like Pandora's box, you know, but then 7 times. You don't know what's in the box till you open it, and then you see, oh wow, you know, I have the pentacles here. Oh wow, I have the love on this side. But on this side, I have the transformation, I have the snake, I have the opportunity to change things. You know, I have the alchemist. I can turn things around. I can bend my will, you know, for the things that I want in my life. And I have the deep emotions that I can work with. So what you're choosing in your, that's what in your heart space, you know. I can have it all, but I need to choose wisely what in which box or which yeah, what is it? Now, which box do I open? And everything what is it's all hanging out there, you know, in the universe. You just have to hold up your hand and, you know, ask for it. Can I receive it? Is that for me? Is it not for me? Do I have to let this one go, or do I have to choose another one? And there are so many things that are available at this moment for you, and you know it in the heart space. You know that the things are coming your way. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. And that's 5 of Cups is the it's the Palladian energy, you know, the discs. Now I have to think about it. The discs are the Sirius and the Syrian, and the the cups are the Palladians. So the Palladians are saying, you know, don't look too much of what you lost, you know, but there are still two cups available here. And your brothers and your sisters that are connecting with the Palladians, the Palladian brothers and sisters, are there to support you. And that's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine, you know. So don't look too much over what you have lost, but look of what you gain along this way. You know, you wanted to leave the past behind, and all these new opportunities are now coming your way. And you know that you all did it by yourself, that you have the capacity to use the power of your will, working together with the universe, working together with Syrian energy to create it, to create that new life. So how beautiful is that? And you know, you never that's very interesting, because I hear we all here to support you, and when we all here to support you, to be able to move on, take next steps, to create the things that you need to create, you know, then you're okay, you know. We have your back. So what is going on for the divine feminine? And sometimes you don't see what is in front of you when, or behind you, when you're concentrating too much on what you're losing, you know. But if you look to the back and you see, oh my gosh, if you would see it, and because you have your back against it, but if you could see it, you would say, that's interesting. What are those two cups over there? Can I see into it? What is there for me? Is there a new love? Is there a new opportunity? Is there a new life? Is there water in it? Is there wine in it? You know, you could start to figure out for yourself, and new curiosity would come your way. But that new curiosity is not there because you don't see it. You don't want to see, because you want to concentrate too much on what is in front of you and what is spilled, you know. That's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. You know, say I come with another cup. Would you take it? Would you take that cup? But you're too much in that state of, I don't want to see, I don't want to, you know, I concentrate too much on what I lost, or what is not there, or what is spilled milk, you know. And they're on, your brothers and your sisters are helping you already for such a long time. But you know, you need to turn your back around and see those two cups. Then excitement would come up. Okay, what is there in the mind space of the divine feminine? What is she? What is there for the divine feminine? Divine feminine, endings and new beginnings. you going through a transformation, you go into a through a rebirth, you seeing the things on a different level, and you say, okay, that ending, endings and new beginnings. And it could be with the circle of life, it could be that there was an ending in your life, and now in that darkness, light starts to shine because there's something new on the horizon, something new is happening. It could be a total new rebirth, for your whole transformation. So you know that endings and new beginnings are, so connected with each other. And it's so close, end and new beginnings. Maybe you're reminiscing over endings and that new things are coming around at the same time, You can, sometimes you can feel that grief, but also the anticipation and the excitement of new beginnings. Those two go hand in hand. And when you have that in mind, when you think about it, you can process the things and you see the things different than you saw them before, because you see it now from a distance on a big screen, and you say, yeah, you know I see this and this and this, and that needed to end. But at the same time, there is a beautiful new thing coming my way. A new life, a new start, a new exciting project or thing that is coming your way. So um, those those two go hand in hand. It's letting go and receiving at the same time. Letting go and receiving at the same time. So, yeah. Let's see what's going on in the heart space. Oops. In the heart space of the divine feminine. The Two of Cups. It could be that you are connected with the Palladian energies. The Palladians, the cups, the love, the that's in your heart space. There is that huge love. Maybe it's those cups, that are waiting here to be discovered, and you know it in your heart space, but there is not time yet, and you also see that you are be guided, like here, they're both being guided from the Palladian energies. One is for the divine masculine. She sees the divine masculine going through some stuff, and in her heart space, she knows, okay, there is this cup of love. There is this. Uh, my heart is full of love, and there is enough to share. So I want to offer my cup to you, and you offer your cup to me, and that will bring those two cups together and fly off. Fly off with it. I hear fly off with it. Yeah, fly off with it. So that's I also hear give that intention. That intention from that heart, that love is already more than enough. You don't have to shout it from the rooftops because it's already known, because the divine masculine knows how to receive those cups. He just needs to, he just needs to see it. He just wants to see what he wants to see at the moment, because he has too many choices. Um, and divine feminine, what you always have to offer um, is not always what needs to be received on the other end. You know, you can give your love, you can give your attention, you can give it all, you know, but if it's not being received on that side, you know, you're not going to pour all your energy into it. You know, you keep your own cup full, and the other cup is to be filled by the other person. And if he throw off over, you know, those cups and cups again and again, you know, and spill all that good energy, you know that your cup needs to be filled and being topped up, you know. So that's what is coming through at the moment. Wow, the Lyran energy. So how the divine feminine is be received by the Lyrans. Past life, you know, looking to the other side, looking up to the other side and saying, okay, I know this is a past life relationship, this is a past life union that I need to work with, that I need to work through. And if I if I'm too focused on something else, then you know, I will never reach that level. I have to see, you know, yes, I see you are from the timeline of the Egyptian timeline, from the Atlantean timeline, from the Lemurian timeline. For, you know, we're coming from the future into the past to transmute that energy. And if that is not working, you know, we're all going down. And I hear when I was in meditation this morning already, I heard, you know, turn on the page of the book and there's another chapter, and it's the chapter of love. So that is what is coming the way of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You know, that chapter of love is always there, you know, because it's in the divine feminine's heart space. But if it's not being received, uh, you know, I'm not going to pour all my energy into your cup. You know, it's you need to come halfway, and otherwise, I'm not giving. It's the self-preservation for the divine feminine, and holding that space for herself to be able to fulfill and fill up her own cup and her own needs and what she needs to do in this life, because she is working with the energies, with the Palladians, the Lyrans, the Syrians, Mother Earth, to integrate, to transform, to transmute, to make this this life, what she's living, the best one she ever lived, you know, on this planet. So the King of Swords, Syria, that will support the divine masculine. You know, communication, um, coming in with communication, and he is. If I look at him, you know, I see, okay, I don't even want to talk to you because you're full in your harness. You know, you get energy from the universe, but you're still so you're protecting yourself. You're not open, you're not vulnerable. You're sitting there holding that space of this technological environment and cold environment you're in. And what do I need to open up if there's a harness all around you and I can't reach you? I don't think I will put my energy in there, because it's wasted of my love and the energy I want to pour into. So it would support you, the divine masculine, to get that armor off and let the light in and say, okay, I want to communicate. I want to explain what is going on in my life. Divine feminine doesn't need to know. But if you want to open that shield and let go of that, the 3 cups that you spilled, and it's almost like you had 3 chances, 3 chances, and you just spilled it all. And now there are 2 other waiting. And what are you going to do with it? Are you going to do the same, or by holding that harness, it will support you, to get that harness off, um, to get this communication going, and rush in with that communication. So it's really interesting that it will support you. Um, I hear the divine masculine is a very good communicator. Has very communicative skills, very good skills. But get the harness off and get off that throne and see what is in your kingdom, see what's going on in your kingdom and what is around you, than just sitting on your throne and concentrating on self. There is a whole world, turning next to you that needs your attention. So what is going on for the divine feminine? What will support the divine feminine? What is supporting the divine feminine? The Emperor. The Emperor is supporting the divine feminine. Wow. So all 4 kings are integrated. All 4 kings are there within the Emperor. It's the king of the discs, the king of the wands, the king of the cups, and the kings of swords. That makes the Emperor. Every 4 elements are there and are in balance. And that is making him the Emperor, sitting on his throne and knowing how to make the right decisions. So that is what supports the divine feminine. She knows that all elements are there. She knows that if she works with the feminine energy, that she also needs to work with the masculine energy to be able to transform everything in her life. And that's what she's taking on. That will support her. So it could be that the divine feminine did, for instance, ceremonies with feminine. Now she's going to the other side, and diving into the ceremonies of the masculine to see and to bring everything in balance. See how the divine masculine and how the divine feminine are working with the energies to transform, to make them whole. And I think that's a very, very good idea, to work with different kind of elements, with different kind of styles, uh, to work and going through with it. I see what I see is divine feminine is doing a lot of transformational work, so she can meet more people of divine energies to work together and to make shifts together. And to come closer, I hear, to come closer. So it's really needed for her. And that will support her. The emperor, that will support her in every way. Divine masculine. Page of Cups again. The inner child wearing a harness and needs to be balanced out between the water and the land, holding that energy in balance. So it's really beautiful. It's going swift. That the child is quick, is going. But sometimes it's also the child needs to look at their own emotions, to see where they are at and to see how it is working for them. And for the divine feminine, how does she see the divine masculine in union? 9 of Wands. You know, that he will be that he will be it's not being stuck in a situation as the way he's going into it with the divine feminine into union at this moment. You know, he would feel stuck. You know, he would be feel burdened by the weight that he's carrying at the moment. So the divine feminine knows, okay, you know, this is not, I want to have that freedom. Divine masculine needs to have that freedom. So walk our own path. You know, he needs to go with that inner child and work with that inner child and get the harness off. And the divine feminine says, otherwise, if I go and dive into this, I will carry the burdens, because I'm the one that's transmuting all that energy that you're carrying, because the divine feminine is that sensitive energy of love that always wants to give and to pour into someone. And she says, you know, I can not carry this because it's too heavy. There's too much other stuff that needs to be done in the world, you know, to then to pour it into an energy that's still wounded, you know. So I will give you the time, you know, to play around. I give you the time to do the things that you need to do. But in the meantime, I'm walking my own path. Okay. So what is, and it doesn't matter because the love is still there. You know, their love for the divine masculine is still there. That's what I said in a former reading. That will never fade. That will always be there. But what is going on, for instance, what you need to break through, you know, that is not something I'm going to carry, because I'm not interested to carry a load of burdens that is coming from the masculine. And he needs to heal on his own time. Yeah. The universe, what is the universe saying? Temperance. Yeah. Going through that portal and bring back the balance. Bring back the balance into that space. You know, go through that portal. Oh, what's the number of time that is up there? Oh, it's the 114. So it's also the card 14. So 4 and 1 is 5, and 1 is 6. So and that's the lovers again. So you need, if you need, if you need, you don't need anything. If you want that cup of love, you need to go through that portal of transformation, because on the other side, and you're still connected, you're still connected to the earthly plane, but the door needs to open and to fly through and say, okay, I have to go through that portal if I want to receive that, and then you have on some, you have to make a decision on that moment that door swings open. you know do I cut the cords, or do I stay connected? And it's all up to you, because if you open the portal, and you're going through space, you're free. But if you're still connected, you know you can get pulled back in. You never leave your station. You're always connected with your home station, and that is what keeps you in balance. So really beautiful for both of them. So there are probably still energy cords that are connected with both of them, that keep them, coming home to their ship, to their spaceship. One card for the divine feminine, one card for the divine masculine. Possible future. Yeah, the future divine masculine is still, struggling with this third party energy. Thank you. Bedtime. So 3 of discs. They're knowing each other from a former lifetime. Also be aware, if this has to do with not only with love but with work, that somebody is trying to take your work, or imitate or steal your work, or whatever, copy on your work, because you're doing the work and somebody else says, oh, thank you, I'm going off with it. So divine masculine needs to be aware of that, that not using his own knowledge. For instance, he has a lot of knowledge and he needs to use his own knowledge. Divine feminine, you're in your empress energy. Nobody gets you out of that empress energy. And you know that the emperor is supporting you, so that makes sure that you are staying in your empress energy. So yeah, that's the whole reading, actually. That is rebirth, renewing, transforming, knowing past life, letting go of old for the new to come in. Yeah, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. So I would say next chapter, next chapter of the book. What is chapter 2? Is that love? Is that something else? I don't know. Let's see if it's the other cards are saying here. Yeah. That's interesting because I see here the Empress is pregnancy, and it's very grounded, but also connected to the universe. So there are new things on the way for the Divine Feminine that keeps the keeps her in her feminine energy and in her Empress energy, because the Divine Emperor is coming in. Awareness. You have a crystal clear vision. You know exactly where your vision and your path is going. Maybe you're connected already with crystals, and you see it very clear. You saw which direction you want to go, how you want to do it, with who you going to work, and with what kind of energies you work. So that awareness, that is really amazing. I see divine feminine and divine masculine, the emperor and the empress, supporting each other, holding that space for each other, holding that space, and taking care of each other. Really beautiful. It's and it also has to do with that death and rebirth. So yeah, really, really, really beautiful how that works. And I am enough, divine feminine. You have the awareness that you are enough for who you are. And you let go of all expectations. You let go of all the things that are happening in your life. You say, okay, I'm in the now. I'm see what's happening, and what happens. What doesn't happen, I let go of. And I don't go in that mind space of expectations. I don't go there for it will create a restraint. It will create restriction. So instead of that, I let go. I let the butterfly fly and set it free, and so my thoughts will be free. So I'm just doing the things that I need to do, let go of everything, and see what the universe will bring to me. Okay, well, this is for this week. I hope you have an amazing, amazing, amazing week, and all the love and all the blessings. And if you want a reading this week, I have just one slot left. Okay, all the love, all the blessings. Bye bye.